What's up, everybody? Werner Von Wallenrod, driving at night again. I've been meaning to do a Stezo video for a while. I did one or two text blogs on Stezo. I did the Doug Lazy remix of Freak the Funk. But he's had all these cool, very kind of sought after limited independent records throughout the 90s. Pretty much every single one on a different label. They're all pretty obscure, you see him on Want List more than you see him anywhere else. And so the one I figure I hit up is one of the earlier ones, 1994. Bop Ya Headz, back with Shining Star. I'm picking this one because it's the only one I also have on cassette. See, this came out in 1994, Funky Town Records. It's produced by quote-unquote the Humanoids of the Deep, which would be him, somebody named White Dog or something, and Chris Lowe, who's been with him for a long time. And the track listing for this cassette, this maxi single here, is exactly the same as the 12-inch. The only difference is that the cassette version comes with a picture cover. The other one, not even a sticker cover, just plain black sleeve. And this cassette has to be at least as rare as the 12-inch. But unfortunately, I can't really tell you what the picture cover is depicting exactly, or what that's meant to be. But it's some kind of image with the Stezo logo in the corner. But other than that, I don't know what the hell it is. I mean, it looks like there's an eye in there or something. I have no idea. So anyway, this is a bit of a switch from the Stezo of Sleeping Bag Records. This is sort of where he was going for very 90s kind of production, kind of, especially with the first song, Bop Ya Headz. It's got this kind of smooth, laid-back feel, which I think you guys will dig. So let's go right to the beginning of the first song, Bop Ya Headz.
I take a walk if I come to preacher. I bet you half you'll get dragged in this double feature. Sway to the left, sway to the right, sway a few years, then you're out like Mike. At the tails of the creek, I can get deep, flip like mad coins to play you cheap. Ha! Bop your heads, 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 bop your heads.
See, I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's some straight, sounds like some Buckwild production or something, with the vibes, the very subtle horns in the background. Flow-wise, I mean, it doesn't sound that different than Stezo necessarily. I mean, if you figure, like, Crazy Noise, which is the name of his album, wasn't that goofy. But, if you didn't know it was Stevo and you just kind of heard that, you'd like never guess it was Stezo. So anyway, now, like I was saying, the track listing for this is exactly the same as the 12-inch, in the sense that it has the vocal version, the dub, bonus, and then for Shining Star, another vocal version and dub. Now, you figure bonus of Bop Ya Headz is going to be, some bonus beats, like a 2-minute clip or something. But the bonus is actually really cool. It's a whole separate, completely new, completely different song. The beat is nothing like the other one. Different hook, totally different lyrics. And it's much more of a hardcore track. Well, that one was, kind of the laid-back, smooth stuff. This is much more kind of hardcore.
Check it, 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 check it. Pace makes way, so I flow at a slow pace, no crack, no pace. Just here's a taste. The taste the bass to the face, your black race with emergency calls. It's a 911 case. Don't give up your 9 to 5 for the fast buck. You fuck when you press your luck buffer. Now I flow steady. My rhymes are rock heavy. Go when the whistle blows and get ready. Pow, what you waiting for? Chump to get bumped by a big booty rump or a 12-gauge pump. With my rate to make the shake things, I make it break things when I come and ring things. Hey, pow, I got to know how I come around with the clip. I make your body's hip. The hip hop will not stop, but don't stop until the beat, yo. When I want your freak, yo, complete, yo. Oh, give me a taste of that Buddha, nigga. Give me a fucking fuck before I shoot you. Cause I'm a recruit your style. That you be like getting with. I'm the lyrical nitwit, putting rappers in.
See, I mean, this is like some, well, definitely sort of, I guess, DITC influenced production. Again, different style from him vocally, different style from him production-wise. And bear in mind, this is 1994. This is really early on in the days of sort of the New York independent 12-inch, you know. In the mid to late 90s, Natural Elements and Finsta and everybody was coming out. This was sort of, I mean, it's not before that really, but it's at the cusp of it. It's at the beginning of it. So it's you know, certainly out of left field from Stezo, who had sort of maybe gotten a bad rep with his album. I think people have kind of gone back to Crazy Noise and said, oh, you know what, there's actually better than his reputation. I think most people at the time sort of dismissed him for his image. You know, he had the kind of the goofy, happy cover with the ripped jeans and the jean jacket, and, you know, I mean, I think people are sort of looking at him as, like, you know, the next wannabe Kid and Play, or, you know, like La Don, if you remember La Don. So this was definitely like a surprise bout of I guess, credibility. And he did it well, though. I mean, plenty of artists have kind of come out and said, well, now here's my hardcore album. You know, I mean, it certainly didn't work for the UMCs. You know, we all remember, like, when Kid and Play hooked up with the Beatnuts, you know, and did all these songs, which, like, weren't the Kid and Play they wanted to hear. It wasn't the UMCs. You know, everyone was like, what the hell is this? But it worked for Stezo, and perhaps possibly because he wasn't so hugely popular the first go-around. And also, though, I think just because, you know, he did a little better. Like, these independent songs work. You know, I'm going to stop it right here, and we're just going to the B-side, Shining Star, and then I'll come back and wrap up a little.
Show who thought I was sleeping, yo, but now it's my album and my tape that you're beeping. You thought I was locked up, finishing struggling, but I was a street kid on my block juggling, trying to make a buck to feed my family, watching my back and making sure they wouldn't ban me. It was hard being a product of the ghetto. I jumped over my hot bike and had the pedal, so I cruised the block and brothers illing me badly. Yo, me and my nine, illing them back gladly. You're ready for beat or hit the smart remark, and then you'll see the 9mm spark. Cause there's no way I'm gonna let myself die, cause I'm put on this earth for a purpose, cause I'm here to survive. Cause I'm a shining star. Who's the shining star? I'm the shining star.
So yeah, again, very cool production. I mean, that one gets a little more autobiographical and open with his audience, which really, I mean, especially at that time, was probably exactly what people needed to hear. He had a series of independent 12-inches, all really dope, and all pretty limited and rare now, and, you know, unfortunately, that's the downside, is you're probably not going to scoop them up for a bargain. They're on a lot of people's want lists, you know. If when they come up on eBay, you're going to be fighting other collectors for them. So anyway, now you've probably heard why they're so sought after. So, you know, if you do see them somewhere at a decent price, now you know, definitely snag them up quick. Because this is some dope material. Okay, we're in Farmer on Rod. I'm not home yet, but I'm done talking, so peace out.